Can I go get my matches now?
Nope, you're gonna grab.
Can I use my lighter now?
Nope, I'm gonna try this.
I knew he would say no to that.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I'm Grimm.
I'm Ole Grizz.
I'm Violet.
And we're heading out once again. And believe it or not, this is springtime. Which brings me to another thing that I like to say is I never trust the weather. Never trust it. But we're heading out, there's 3 of us, and Violet decided to come out again.
Brave she is.
I think I'm just doomed to be cold.
Right? I'll go out when it's the worst, and then you come out again and Violet seems to bring the snow. Nonetheless, we all have some new gear to try out and some new food. So why don't you join us on this bug out adventure? And this is home. Violet over there is stomping out a place for her tent. And Ole Grizz over there. Tons of snow. There's a stream behind me, so we got our water source. It's time to find some dry wood, and as you can see, there's snow everywhere, so nothing on the ground is going to be dry. So we're going to be looking for things like this right here. And as for tinder, well, may have to dip into the reserves on that one. We'll see. So these are 2 things that I've never tried before. One is I'm using the lint literally off of my shirt. And I've never tried a burn down method for a fire. So, Ole Grizz, just have a bunch of these tiny little sticks at the ready to try and grab that flame if I can make it happen. Please.
You happy camper?
I am a very happy camper.
Why'd you shave your shirt?
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I forgot the heart of my pack. And, well, incidentally, it's kind of hilarious because the whole bot that I was going to talk about was about how important it is to have the heart of your pack. Because the heart of the pack, you can keep everything dry in there. It would have been perfect because I had tons of dry tinder because everything around here is just saturated in snow and wet. But
There's still fire.
there's still fire, so obviously if you prepare and adapt and endure, and I guess that was I didn't prepare too well, but I adapted, and now we're enduring. But if you want to know all about the heart of your pack, check out the link that's going to be popping up in the corner for the bot, Heart of Your Pack. Alright, well, it's food time. Woohoo! And I'm trying something a little bit new. It's one of these vacuum sealed Mountain House packets from Epic Center. Pretty cool, pretty small. You dump the water in here, but I can only hold it now. I actually had it in my canteen cup, but now it's feeling pretty good. Oh, and also, I'm getting to try out one of their pizzas. So later on, I'm gonna throw the grill down on the firebox and heat up. Apparently, you can eat it cold, but who wants to eat a cold pizza?
I don't.
Don't need to be savages. What do you got?
Packet Gourmet Texas Fair Chili. Yeah.
So you need water to get that one going too?
Oh, hot water, yes, sir.
Do watch out for this though. It has ripped things to go down the side to break the seal, but you almost have to cut the top off to eat it. I tried it cold. Put the grate on there. And make sure you have this at a very low heat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, that's warm.
Yes.
Ow, 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 ow.
Let's see the bottom.
We had a little bit of a conversation of how you're going to eat this once it's hot.
Ooh. It adds to it. Alright, who wants to be the lucky one to draw from the conflict card deck?
Violet.
Alright, let me just put these away. And the conflicted card reads as such. In a post-apocalyptic society, modern and technological work aren't immediately available. What do you think you could offer any community in exchange for food, water, and shelter? There is already plenty of security and caretakers in these groups. What skill would you offer, and why would they need it? This must be a skill that you currently have. Alright. Who wants to go first? And I'll reference this if you need me to.
I'm getting kind of old, so I don't know that I have physical. I mean, I can certainly pick up trash. I can certainly do things like that, but I only have so much stamina, so I'm not a viable resource for those kinds of activity. I am an artist, but you know, in a post-apocalyptic society, you know, what's somebody going to need with that? I have some minor cooking ability skills, which is kind of...
There you go. No,
You bake awesome bread.
Right. You bake awesome bread.
You're a detail artist. You could help out with blueprints or designing of things.
Don't you do carpentry too?
Yeah, I have some skills in woodworking.
Okay.
So those would be about the only things that I can think of.
All right. Your turn.
And I don't know. I work with addicts for a living, so
Does that fall under caretaker?
No.
Could you help somebody deal with the
Yes.
the mental stress of the post-apocalyptic world?
Yes, but you're not.
Tell
really,
me about your Faja.
Right, but that's not really going to help in the immediate now. So prior to that, I worked in restaurants, so cooking on larger scales is something that.
Cooking on large scales.
is
Okay.
something that I would love to do.
That would
And
be
then
something.
Yeah, because I mean, you can know how to make
For 20, 30,
For 20,
whatever.
30.
well, you know how to make for yourself and maybe 5 others, but to make for 30,
right.
I don't know how to do that.
I can definitely do that. And then understanding of pharmaceuticals.
And you can also pick out addicts
I
as
can.
well, or people with some problems.
I
So
can.
if someone knocks on their doorstep, you can be like, yeah, turn that guy away. They're
Nope.
crazy.
Don't let 'em in.
All right, let's see. I have lots of survival skills,
There
which
you
I
go.
think are applicable to the situation.
You'd be able to build things.
I can build things easily. Yeah, so I guess engineering. I can do engineering. I can definitely do hunter-gatherer. And all of everything that I'm learning to be a bug out boy, I can apply to this situation. So a lot of skills. So we got baker, carpenter, we got massive cook and psychological screener, and we got, I guess, jack of all trades of survivalism here. So now, what do you have to offer to a mag or to some sort of post-apocalyptic community? We want to know. And if you like these conflicted cards, check out the sponsored link that's down in the comment section so you can get yours. Well, we're all tucked in. I think we're all feeling pretty good.
I'm very tired, and I'm a little jealous of Grimm and Grizz because they did not have to go on the epic hunt for a spot that didn't have rocks.
It's cold outside, but I don't know. Time to go to bed as far as I'm concerned. I don't know about the rest of these whippersnappers.
I'll be honest, I wasn't very happy with myself that I forgot the heart of my pack. Even though it happened, I'm kind of glad it happened because I was able to adapt.
But I really think I am between two rocks from my head. And like, I don't feel any on my body. So I'm pretty in love with my pad right now.
We'll see you in the morning as long as the batteries hold out. Night.
Good night.
Good night. Day 2. I believe we all made it. Definitely got cold, but trying out this new top quilt by Enlightened Equipment, and it can be pretty warm. I didn't use any hot water bottle. I didn't use any hand warmers. I just wanted to see what it would do with just sort of like the bare minimum layers, and it did pretty well. Time to get up and let Violet know that she's going to be making a fire today. I'm sure that's going to go over well. So, remember with this case, I would suggest that you want to pull that. Flip your grip that way, and you want to pull this. Yeah.
Can I go get my matches now?
Nope, you're gonna grab.
Can I use my lighter now?
Nope. I'm gonna try this.
I knew he would say no to that.
So pull. Yeah, that's a good one. There. Now you gotta try, and then you can use one of your matches.
Look at me go.
Got it.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Yeah. New
piece of equipment under there. You got yourself a underquilt Z-liner for.
Correct. Made by Clark Outdoors.
Yeah, Clark Hammock.
Clark Hammock.
Oh, hammock.
It, I mean, it was pretty cold last night. Unfortunately, we can't tell you how cold because we don't have a thermometer. But
it's definitely in the 20s.
It was very cold,
Definitely
and I did better than other times.
And Violet. So about that fire making. No.
No.
I mean, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you that you got a secondary backup. But what was that one again, so people can know?
Was it the soul? Yeah.
So that's the soul. So I mean, the cool thing about it is that it's got magnesium on the back end of it and the ferro rod. But I mean, even when I was striking it, I wasn't getting a good spark. At least not with the tool that they provided. Maybe we should use a blade on it and see if that makes a bit of a difference.
Try something else.
Like a blade, maybe something a little bit, because that scraper that they provide with it is. I personally think it's crap. No offense, Soul, but you can do better. So, got a new way of processing water. This is one of Sawyer's newer products. This is the S1 foam filter. They got S2 and S3. This one takes care of your bacteria, protozoa, and your chemicals. I believe the S2 adds viruses to that, and I think the S3 adds heavy metals to that. You fill this up, which actually seems to take a while, maybe a sort of a squeeze. There we go. That's probably about right. So you cap this. Oh, it's cold. And you're supposed to squeeze this back and forth in this foam medium that's inside of here for 10 seconds. Either drink it straight from the bottle, or in my case, I'm gonna fill up my bladder. And this is gonna take a while.
Well, this is the first time that I've used any water filtering device at all. This is the MSR Trail Shot. It's pretty easy to use. The only kind of problem is that the line is a little short, so you have to be in here. Other than that, it's pretty quick. You squeeze it, it's light.
How do you like it so far?
I like it so far. I'll see how I feel about it when I taste it.
that's a good determination. Or if you're sick about 3 days later.
Yeah.
I got my sunglasses on. And so is Ole Grizz. Actually, Ole Grizz was the first one to do it. Started getting a headache and popped them on. And then I was like, I'm squinting really hard too because it is bright. And snow blindness, not something to mess around with. People think that like, oh, that's for the Arctic or something like that. Nope, we could probably get it right here. Time to try some O'Meal's Crunchy Cheese Bites. And I got the honey habanero.
I got the smoked.
I have original.
This original?
Yeah.
Alright. Figured it's not quite dinner time, but definitely could go for a snack.
Anytime's dinner time in the woods.
I had a texture in my mind, and this is not the texture that was in my mind.
Well, it does say crunchy.
Alright, what was the texture that you thought was going to be in your mind?
I was thinking like...
String cheese?
No, like Cheez-Its, or like... more chippy.
Anybody want to try smoked?
I
Yeah.
do.
Here, let's just go around the room.
Okay.
Now, what do we think?
I'm okay with it.
I like it. I mean,
Wait.
2 servings in here and 180 calories per serving, so you're doing 360 calories in just this one little packet and 11 grams per serving, so that's 22 grams of protein with just this one little packet. I mean, that light, resealable, added in with your trail mix and your jerky. I dig it. The nice thing about snow is that you leave tracks. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, I don't need a compass, I'll just follow my tracks out. I won't get lost. False. You always need a good compass because the snow could melt, could snow more and cover your tracks. And I've been enjoying this compass ever since I got it because there's no liquid or oil in there, so whether it's extremely cold or extremely hot, it points true. So if you want to know my review of the Kamanga compass, check out the link that's going to be popping up in the corner for the review of the Kamanga compass. Now let's find north. Well, now it's time for the main course. And once again, these are from O'Meal's. They provide this for us, right? And let's see, I got a vegetarian, not by choice, just luck of the draw, but a pasta fagioli. What do you got?
I have Southwest style chicken with rice.
I got lentils with beef, vegetables, and sauce.
All right, and so we're all this first time doing this, so let's see what they got.
These do not take
Hot water.
hot water. They are a meal right in our hands. They even have
They have utensils.
that's a
good. Oh, there's a hard seal. There we go. Okay, the heating element that we need to open, and then the food that I believe just stays in there. Only 8 ounces of water, it says.
Yours is 8?
Mine says fill line.
Yeah, I'm just going up to the fill line though. Everyone has the fill line on the front.
Tell?
It's on the front.
I know.
Oh, I just guesstimate.
Yeah, that, like, there should be a little divot.
Alright, so, and then seal her back up. You can eat this cold. It's already cooked. You don't have to heat it, but everybody likes a hot meal, especially when there's snow on the ground. And then, also, you don't have to use clean water. You can use dirty water, coffee, tea, melted snow.
There you go.
Probably something else that's disgusting, that's liquid, but would not recommend it because then it's going to be all over the food bag. Not all over your food, but the food bag.
Still gross.
Agreed. That's what I said, it's just gross. But we'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes.
So his is good.
I would say 3 to 5 minutes after you see the steam coming out the hole. And then here's the meal.
And Ole Grizz is gonna watch them because my thing ain't steaming.
I steamed a little bit.
Yours steamed a lot.
Yeah, mine did steam a little.
So did Violet's. I mean, hers. Both of yours are still puffing slow.
Going at it.
I feel like
Ole Grizz did something wrong.
No, it's like you just needed your heating element is on the bottom, and ours were on the sides. So maybe that has something to do with it. So take note. All right, first taste of this vegetarian, whatever thing. And it's definitely warm and hot, and that's actually really good.
I like the size of the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a bite of chicken. Okay.
Sure. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's nice. I want to take one of your tiny bites of chicken. Want to try while you're waiting? So you're not starving?
Tasty.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Hey now. Well, one thing I'll say right off the bat, that easy cleanup. There's reseals and everything.
Yep.
You don't need to boil water, it's great. But this is only 200 calories, and this is only 1 serving. And this will tie me over, but I feel like I would need, me personally, I would need like 2 of these.
Yeah, you would need 2 of those.
I would need 2 of these for a meal. So even though they're smaller and less bulky, yes, please. Then, watch your bag. Less bulky than perhaps an MRE, you'd have to carry more of these.
Yeah.
But I think for ease of car camping or just normal tenters or campers like that, pretty nice. Night has come, and we're all tucked away. And our bellies are pretty full with some food too, so that's always a plus.
Second day was pretty good. I think I'm done with winter camping. I think I'm ready for anything that doesn't involve 8 inches of snow.
Pretty good day. Got a little warmer. Collected lots of wood.
Glad I got to try out some of my new gear, especially the water filtration thing, which I was a little bit nervous about. And I think I still am a little bit nervous about it.
Got some fresh water, spring water. Treated, of course, but kind of the best water there is.
But I think when I go home and see that I'm not sick, I'll feel pretty awesome.
That's why we come up here and do this, to find out what gear works, what gear doesn't, what works best for us.
But, say good night, Grizz. Good night, Grizz.
Good night.
Good night. Day 3. Slept pretty well. Not as windy as the previous night, so that was a That was kind of nice. But time to get up. Well, throughout the trip, I've been eating this stuff, hardtack. And what I've been doing is I've been dipping in some hot water, which I strongly recommend. But I've been using it as kind of like a, I don't know, snack or something to, if the food wasn't enough, eat some of this. And it's a very easy, long shelf life food that you can make at home. I mean, they actually have documented pieces of hardtack that are still edible from the Civil War era. So if you want to know how to make your very own hardtack, check out the links going to be popping up in the corner for the Pioneer Prep hardtack. You can give it a try. And we're off. As you saw, we tried to leave no trace as the best that we could. The snow does make it a bit difficult.
It's melting pretty quick though.
That's true. So with that, we're off and get back to civilization. But we still gotta get out of here. We're back to that stream, and brings something to mind. Violet mentioned that snow's melting. Well, with the snow melt, streams are going to get higher. So if you've crossed any sort of streams to get to your bug out location, and you have to cross them again later, whether it be after snow melt or after a rainstorm, take that into consideration because the streams will flow faster and get higher. Violet doesn't like this area of crossing, so she's finding her own right now.
I'm not crossing where we crossed before because I will fall in and my boots don't go as high as Grimm's. Not fall in. Did not get my shoes wet. Did get attacked by a sticker bush.
So you're still being pinned in, it looks like.
Nope, I'm good.
Well done, Violet.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this bug out adventure, and I am, for one, very glad to see that Violet has come out with us again.
Me too. It was a lot of fun.
Excellent.
Great addition, great help in everything.
Awesome. So, what can you take from this adventure, Violet?
I need to play around with my Ferrod magnesium stick a little bit more at home.
Okay.
Because it's not doing what I think it should be doing, but that could very much be user error.
That's fair. I mean, it took me a while to kind of get it down,
Yeah.
so practice at home where it's nice and warm and in your backyard. You know, another pitch for tap your gear right there, or your skills. And then, Ole Grizz, how was the new equipment?
I added a underquilt to my hammock setup, manufactured by the people, and it did very well. There's still cool spots, but you know, I'm not at the Hilton.
There you go, it's true. And for myself, well, it's probably about time I make some sort of checklist, because going out every month, you make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and I'd rather not. So with that, we will see you next time.